everyone, how's everyone doing today? My name is Gina and I'm doing great. So who is ready to have some fun? Me, I am, raising my hand, me. So what I want to do today is I want to just have some fun. I'm not really creating anything. This is not a how-to or anything. This is just a fun little video. So I thought about this video when I was watching Graveyard Girl and she did a makeup tutorial where she just used all pink. Pink eyeshadow, pink eyebrows, pink mascara, all pink. So I thought, you know what? I can totally transfer that over to the art world. So what I'm going to do today, since purple is my favorite color, I am going to use this stamp this is from Simon Says Stamp. It's called Flower Explosion. I am going to use just purple. Just the color purple to color this in. Now, isn't that exciting? So, a lot of this is probably going to be fast forward and yeah, that kind of stuff. So, but let me just tell you, I've got a piece of mixed media paper here that I'm going to use. Because I'm going to be using different medias. I'm going to be using some distress markers, but only purples. I'm going to be using some distressed crayons, distressed inks. That is a purple. It's a shade of lilac. Some Memento inks. Some Plume pens. Some Pitt pens even. Some watercolor pencils, some watercolor, yes, even some markers, some Spectrum Noir markers. So I'm going to be using a lot of different mediums to try to paint this here stamp. I'm going to put just a little bit of double-sided tape on the back of this because I can't use because I cut this 6x6, so, and that's how big the stamp is. Alright, I'm just going to push you right there. Alrighty then. So I used black archival ink to ink the stamp. And I used my Tim Holtz platform because I wanted to get a crisp image. And I'm so glad that I did this because, as you'll be able to see, there were some parts that were totally missing. I actually had to end up taking it off and using an eraser because I had not ever used the stamp to kind of rough it up. And then do it a couple of times. And I finally got a good crisp image. So I was glad that I did that. So once I got the image stamped, then I decided I was going to start with the leaves, and I wanted light colors for the leaves. And my thinking was each leaf will have the same colors as far as, you know, the style of leaves, because there were like 2 different styles of leaves, bigger leaves in the stamp in the pattern. So I was like, well, I think it'd be pretty if I just use one whole color for this style, and then for the other style I'll use a different color, but make it a light color so that the flowers will pop more. So I just was using water with the distressed ink, or with the Memento ink, and painting. And then I got my Pitt pen out in the purple and started to outline with it and kind of putting a little bit of shadow work in here and there. And then I was like, I think I'm going to switch over, and now I'm going to do the bigger leaves in my Spectrum Noirs. So that is what I ended up doing because it was a little bit easier for me to tell these leaves in the whole paint, or in the whole stamp. So I just used, now I will say that if it had a purple lid or if it was with my purple, like this is a purple set of Spectrum Noirs. There's 6 of them. So I went ahead and used those sets. So, and then as you can see, I went with the darker one to go around to give shadows on that. And then I will use the lighter color in that same family and go over the top to kind of blend it through. But that color was a little pinkish, but it was part of the purple pack. So that is what I did there. And then I was like, okay, well, let's go on to the flowers. Maybe it'll be even easier for me to see where leaves are and all that. Now, as you can tell, that was a purple lidded marker from Plume. These are Plumes. And when I put it on the page, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not purple. This is blue. But it was purple lid. So I was like, well, we'll just have to go with it. So I just outlined, as you can see, and then I used just a brush and water, just like I did with the Memento ink, to kind of give it a watercolor effect, like I had watercolored it. I like the color, but it's just not, in my head, that's not purple. Even though I guess it is a form of purple, maybe? I don't know. What do y'all think? Because that's blue to me. So, but yeah, so I did that on all these little roses. They all got the same color. I didn't change any color of the roses. I kept them all this bluish, purplish color. And then I'm going now, I can tell where some of the leaves are at. So I can go ahead and color them in with the colors that I had already used. I was kind of going a little cross-eyed trying to figure out where the leaves were because there's like berries in here too. So yeah. And then once I got the bluish purplish color down, then I took the other purple marker that was in that set of Plume pens and I put it where the white part was to, you know, blend it out and everything. And again, I used water once I had the lighter purple down onto the flowers. I really do think that the these roses are really pretty. I think they turned out really, really pretty. And then once I got those done, then I went back to the first leaves that I was working on and I used my Pitt pen. And now Jack has decided he wants to come and help me. So I got my Sharpies out in the purple colors and I love these colors. I think they are really, really pretty. And again, I'm using the purple colors. That one looked a little maroonish, but it was a purple lid. So yeah, but I love those two colors. I think they're really, really pretty. So all the daisies ended up getting those colors and I just kind of alternated those. Then I got out my watercolor pencils and again using pretty much the same colors as the Sharpies. I used them and then used water to activate them on the little bitty daisies that are around in the stamp, in the image. I love those colors too. They're so pretty. Then I took another Plume pen, my darker purple, and like where the berries were, I just on the very end, I colored those in with that. And then I took water and kind of just did a wash up into the berries with that water so that they're very faintly colored. And the real color is like the bottom of the berry and down the stalk of where the berry lives. So this is where it got a little difficult because some of the berries were in with other things. So, and then I took some of my distressed ink in the milled lavender. Is that what that is? And now I'm just putting that in where there is space, where there's white spaces, and anywhere else that, you know, it looks like there needs to be something there. Again, just using water with it to just help it flow through. So yeah, this was a very fun challenge. I had a lot of fun doing it, so I'll be doing these type of videos a lot more. Yeah, oh, and then I took my purple Posca pen and kind of went on those very first leaves. I felt like they needed still something, excuse me, and so I used those to kind of give them a little something. And then I used my, I can't do anything without using stickles or glitter. So I used my purple stickles to put the little dots in the middle of the roses and in the middle of the daisies. Wherever there was purple, I would put that in there. Just to give it a little bling, because I gotta have bling. So yeah, I definitely am going to be doing more challenges because this was so much fun. And then at the very end, I just decided splatter. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's just something fun for you to watch and to just inspire you to get your stuff out and to play. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And if you have, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. But don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified for every time that I post a video. Y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.